Hi everyone, it's Ann. I just want to show you how to do the distressed technique in Inkscape. It's really simple. It's all about path and difference, and it just goes with everything else that I have already shown you. So let me just move this aside and get right into showing you. First of all, both the distress pattern and the word or the image has to be, well, the pattern has to be traced and the image has to be traced. If you type the word inside of Inkscape, it does not have to be traced. So let me go ahead and trace this. Found this on Google. There are so many patterns. Pick out the one that you like. Just realize that unless you love to weed, if you get some with these little tiny bits in it, you're going to have a great time. But if you're like me and hate to weed, you'll look for, I guess, more of these bigger or medium pieces in there, or you buy the printable vinyl or HTV. So we're going to go ahead and trace this, and I'm going to increase it, the number, just to get a little bit more of the effect, and I'll stop at 60 and say okay. That obviously is the original, and it gives the dimensions down there, so I'll put it down to the bottom, and then when I click here it gives me path and node, so I know that's my trace. I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm going to color it red just as a visual for me. And so, because I'll need two. So the first thing I'm going to do is go here and type in whatever my word is. And as long as the you use um, the text tool, you don't have to worry about tracing. So I'm just going to click on it now, make it a little bigger, highlight it, and then I'll go here and I'm just going to pick the impact font. So now that I have it, I'm going to hold the control key down to keep everything kind of locked in. I could lock it in up there, but it's just habit for me. So I'll say this is going to be my distress word here. And black on black is hard to see, so I'm going to make that a lime green. And this distress needs to be on top. Your word or your image needs to be on the bottom. So I'm going to come here and raise it to the top so I can kind of see what I have going on. And placement is everything. So you just decide how distressed you want it to be. Because again, you're the one that's going to be weeding it. So I have another copy here, so I'm good to go. So now we're both selected with the pattern on the top and the word on the bottom. We're just going to go to path and difference. And there we go. Now we have our distress word. It's just that easy to do. So the next one is, I'll just grab this lady here. You have to trace it. Trace here. Yes. So I have it traced, and I'll just go ahead and make another duplicate for myself. And I'll make this one green. Come on, mouse. I think this is on top, but with it selected, I'm still going to go here and raise to the top just to make sure. So now I could put this in a specific area that I wanted to work with. but I'm going to distress the entire lady here and just trying to position some of these pieces. And I'm using the arrow key so that it's not right over her eye. So I select both of them. The pattern is on the top, the image is on the bottom, and it's path difference. And let's see if I made her red. You can see some of the pieces that are in there. Or I'll make her this blue. Draw this box here around it. Go back here and lower it to, is that the bottom? No, that should be to the bottom. Okay, so what do I have selected? That should have gone to the bottom. And I can't tell if it did or not. Let me just go with her and raise her to the top. So I know I have her to the top. And that would just, this gray would be like your sweater or shirt that you have it on, just to see how much it is that you want to do. So what I wanted to show you is that you can distress in Inkscape. It's the same path difference that we use for many other things that I've shown you as far as web patterns or whatever. So trace the distress pattern, trace the image. You don't have to trace the text if it's created in here. If you find a word on Google, it's not really text, it's an image like this, so you would need to trace it. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and it opens up, you know, some more ways for you to be creative in what you do or offer more to your customers. So I'm just going to click back over here and close it out.